All right. Oh, that's not what I need. Get rid of Norton. Oh, close. Okay. As you can see, well, how or why is ACH different? As you can see, our style of therapy not only changes the idea of what hypnosis is, the time needed for a breakthrough, and also the cost of traditional therapy, it will also be important to explain ACH to your clients to make sure it makes sense. All right. So in my own experience, the more confident I was in ACH, the less I was asked to explain it. Okay. I'll repeat that. The more confident I was with ACH, the better my content, the more confident I just was as a business owner, the less chance of me having to explain ACH. It's like my clients could smell it on me and they just wanted to make sure that I really knew what I was talking about. So here's an example of explaining ACH and at the same time differentiating your service to clients who may have already seen a traditional hypnotherapist and had some sort of subpar results. So it is quite lengthy, so you can break it down, but the flow is what's important. So here's something like I would say, okay? I always like I like to contrast things. You hear me do that a lot. This is what they do. This is what we do. This is what I would do. This is what everybody else does. Contrast is really, really powerful to somebody. What they do. If you take a typical 1 hour session with a traditional therapist, they will spend about half of that time doing hypnosis stuff and only about 15 minutes of the therapy and another 15 minutes just sort of mucking around, which is why they need 4 to 6 sessions, homework, audios, etc. It's why you may have gone home feeling the same. Now, what I've said there is 100% fact. This is factual. If you break down a typical 1 hour hypnosis session, where's all the time spent? Relaxation, close your eyes, drift, go deeper, suggestibility tests, all of that time in the thing that doesn't matter. Okay, that's why they need those 4 to 6 sessions to make up for an hour worth of therapy. With each additional session you attend, they start over again using the same time to put you back into the place where you were before, with more on the hypnosis and only another 10 or 15 minutes on the therapy. So in 4 to 6 sessions, you've had an hour of therapy, but spent 4 to 6 hours total plus homework and audios. This is 100% facts. If someone's been to another therapist before, they'll probably say, yes, that's exactly what they did. Yes, that makes sense. It shows how deep your knowledge goes. So that's what they do. Don't use people's names. I'm not putting people down. I'm just literally saying that's what everybody else does. Okay. This is what I do. With a 1 hour ACH session, we spend the entire hour on the therapy, meaning we get 4 to 6 sessions done in 1 hour. You see, using ACH, I realized that everybody is different. Every client is different. Every person has a unique way of creating their problem, experiencing it, and also resolving it. Whereas more traditional therapists you see will read from books and scripts and spend their time on the hypnosis part, they are hoping to have all of their clients fit into the same box. And you and me know that's impossible. Isn't that right, client? Yeah, absolutely. I'm a different person. Exactly. With ACH, I structure and create the session that suits you as an individual. And I change things as your mind presents stuff to me with complete focus on getting you the fastest result possible, plus all the byproduct results we've talked about, without the homework, without the audios, as I want you to go and live your life without ever having to worry about the problem coming back again or ever having to see me again. I'm sure you would rather spend less time with me and more time enjoying your life, right, client? Yes, of course I would. So as you can see, based on what we talked about, I'm a specialist in helping people quit smoking, blah, blah, blah. And these are the only clients I work with, whereas the traditional therapist, again, is using very outdated versions of hypnosis that are a generalist in everything, every weight loss, stop smoking, generalist in it all, hence why it takes so long to have a breakthrough. Does this make sense to you? Is there anything else you want me to explain further for you? That pretty much encapsulates not only ACH, but your differentiation in an entire niche, guys. This is what they do. This is what we do. Okay. So you can edit this speech, guys. You want to edit this and use keywords from your niche. You can have handy your byproduct results in case a client wants to know more about this. You'll probably have explained this to your client on the strategy call anyway. The structure is telling your client what they may already know about And what hypnotherapists are doing, stating the flaws, highlighting the issues with these outdated styles, then contrasting it to ACH. And that's what I'd say. Let's bring you guys back.